What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sega Man back with another video. I hope you guys really enjoyed our Exile podcast that we had last night. A lot of fun, uh, very fun. You know what I mean? I really hope you guys enjoyed all the brothers on there, and we had a ball last night. We had a really great show, you know. But today, Sega Man is going to take you guys way back. I haven't done a video like this in a long time. Every now and then I'm going to do some pop-up videos like this, man. We're gonna take a journey down throwback old school days, of when I used to show my collections. This video is going to be, and I hope you guys really enjoy this because I know you guys like when Sega Man does this because I'm a collector. I appreciate it. And this video today, guys, is going to be about GameCube. In my opinion, the GameCube was the very last Nintendo system that was really good. Nintendo 64, yes, it was good, but I think the GameCube was like the very last system that was really good. Underrated in some opinions and in some times. And I have 31 physical games of GameCube, and we're going to take a look at the games I have for my GameCube. Now I have some that are loose. I didn't want to put that in the video. You know what I mean? I have some that were loose that I found at uh, variety of thrift stores and flea markets. Because they didn't have the cases, and I got those for near to nothing. A buck a piece, if I remember correctly. You know what I mean? Uh, I wasn't going to pay no more than like maybe $2 just for the disc. And that was back then. And I believe most of them I have were like $1, maybe a couple that were $2. I guess it depended on it, because it didn't have the case or instruction manual. Um, Collecting GameCube games it's not hard today because I don't want to go too long on this because I'm going to get to show you my collection. It's finding them in their original cases. Some of the GameCube games, if you go out and buy them today, most of the ones I have are in their original cases. But sometimes if you would go to, like the exchange or sometimes the mom and pop stores, sometimes people either destroyed the cases and put them in regular DVD cases, and it might still be with the instruction booklet in it, but actually, in my opinion, it's still not complete unless you have the original case that the GameCube games came in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The little disc in there was built to fit inside the little disc shape of the tray it has in there. If you look at it inside of a DVD case, it just looks like this little donut thing on where where a DVD was supposed to be. Now that's kind of cool, but sometimes if you go out thrifting, you can probably find some sports games you might not like or you want to put in DVD cases in. And if you find very good games that you really was just waiting to find to collect for your GameCube, switch it out. You know what I mean, and put it in an original case. So let's get into it, guys. This video is not going to be real long. I'm not going to talk about every game, but a lot of these games I think you guys have enjoyed in your past. Maybe some of them you might have forgot about. You know what I mean? Because we're now in the era of the Series X and things like that. But um, this is going to be a throwback Monday, man. So let's get started, guys. It is about the GameCube today and what I collect for the GameCube. Now, the first one here, this is not in any order. The first one here is actually a very good collector's item. It's up there in price. I'm not sure how much. It's up there in price, but I did find this at a thrift store for a very cheap price a few years ago. My St. Vincent's de Paul I used to go to, it was only a few dollars, and that is the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. It's actually a promotional disc, includes 4 classic games. So these ones that are it says not for sale. They're actually more prone to be collected for because of that reason. But this is it here, and it's in entirety the Zelda collection. It has the great games on here that you played on your regular NES, and I will show you the back in a minute. You know, it's one disc. It is complete, which is I'm very thankful for when I get these when I go to these thrift shops. And if you look at the back real quick, it shows some of the old school Zelda games on there. And I was very happy to add this to my collection, guys. Very happy to actually find it in a thrift store um, that I went to, which is really awesome. So the next one here actually is pretty good. When Sonic decided to put their software on the Nintendo system, I thought it was probably good for them to do that so they can kind of keep making money because they no longer make any consoles. It says only for GameCube, and it is the Sonic Gems collection. Three must-have hits on here. Now this is very collectible. One of the games on here that was really collectible for Sonic CD is very common now. You can actually download it. I think back compat, you know, on your Series X or S, you know. But it has something on here called Sonic the Fighters, which was really good. You know, very good fun game where you fight different characters that were in the Sonic world. And also another rarity on here is called Sonic R, which was called Sonic Racing. I believe they were supposed to make a Sonic game for the Sega Saturn, like an open world type kind of game, like you kind of see today, you know, like the Sonic game that came out for the Dreamcast. But I think that got scrapped. I've seen videos on it where it was like the developer, like I guess, working on it from people's channels. But this is actually a good collector's item if you want to get into collecting for the GameCube, which is the Sonic Gems collection. And then, like I said, those two games on there are kind of rare. You can, like I said, you can get. I think you can also get the fighting game, if I believe, on digitally, if I remember, on the. I think you can get it on the 360. I can't remember, or if it was in one of the collections, but it's definitely worth some money on the GameCube, guys. And this is in very good condition with the book. You know what I mean, and the disc, and in its original case. So yeah, that's another great gem, which is Sonic Gems for the GameCube, especially if you want to collect for anything that has to do with Sega, the old Sega. You know, the old days of Sega. These days with Sega, I won't go there. Now the next one we have here was a special fighting game that came out for the GameCube, which came out on the Xbox and the first Xbox and the PlayStation 2. They each had their versions of Soul Calibur 2. I own them all. My favorite is on the Xbox because it had Spawn in it. I loved that game. I played the hell out of that game. It was so goddamn awesome. You know, and now this one is actually very uh, sought after, and a lot of people actually like this version of Soul Calibur better than the other ones. And for one reason, Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube had Link in it. And that's just you know, very sought after for people that love Nintendo, because as you well know, Link is like one of the mascots besides Mario. You know, when it comes to Nintendo, man, and it is a great game, and it's a beautiful game on the GameCube. It's a very awesome game for the GameCube. They did a fantastic job on presentation of this game. The graphics are really good. Now, the one on the PlayStation 2 where they put the guy from Tekken in there, it fits because it's from PlayStation. But it's not the one that people mostly lean towards, you know, when it comes to the Soul Caliburs. It's always either the Xbox one with Spawn or the one with Soul Calibur with Link on the GameCube. And it's in its original case. And now the only thing about this one is this doesn't, and I got this for I think $3 or $4 at a flea market. It doesn't have the booklet with it. I have to find the booklet. So to me, it's kind of not complete. Yes, it has the artwork on the front. the game inside, but I need to find the booklet for it to make it complete, which I know I can do, but I'm not in no hurry to do that. But I am glad to actually own it with the cover and in its original case, which is really good. Now I just have to get the booklet that was supposed to come with it. Soul Calibur 2, guys, with Link. Awesome game. Yeah, it's going to be a little long. I have 31 games. Like I said, I'm not going to go too much into detail with everything. This was only for GameCube. This was a very, very good game. A lot of people liked this game, better version of this game on the GameCube, and that is Star Wars Rogue Leader, Rogue Squadron 2. This is another game that actually kind of went up in price a little bit. Very, very good game on the GameCube. Great graphics. They did a fantastic job on the GameCube. A lot of people love the GameCube version of Rogue Squadron. Very awesome. Very happy to own this game in its entirety. So that is Rogue Squadron, guys, for the GameCube, man. Very, very good game. A lot of people were sleeping on the GameCube because at the time, Xbox started, the first Xbox came out, people were really like going towards getting an Xbox because it was new from Microsoft. It was the new thing, and it kind of got a little swept under the carpet. But there were diehard GameCube fans out there back then, though, that had the system and own all the games. So another one here is a great shoot 'em up, which you guys know I like only for GameCube. Is called Crossfield. This was another great one that came out on there. Some of these games, like I said, have went up in price. It depends on what it is. It's in its original case with booklet. So if you're into shoot 'em ups like Sega Man, it's really, really good. You use bullets, and also the mech on there has a sword that he uses to destroy the enemy. So this is another good game and great artwork for the GameCube. Now this one here, everybody knows. Microsoft it'll soon be owned under Microsoft. It is Call of Duty. This is Call of Duty 2, Big Red 1. Now, I don't know if this was a special edition of Call of Duty from the other ones. Call of Duty 2 is I beat them on the original 360. But this is called Big Red 1. Now, I don't know if it was a special version they wanted to make for the GameCube. I'm not sure. But it's in its entirety. I found this at a flea market for $1. Guy was selling a bunch of GameCube games, and it's in its entirety, which is really, really awesome, guys. And it's good to add to the GameCube collection if you don't have a Call of Duty on there. Okay. Now this one I remember distinctly. Now this guy sold this to me for a whopping 50 cents, man, at the flea market. It's the original case, but I don't know if is it the original? Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's the original case. I don't know if he, took marker and blacked out tape that was on here because he didn't want to see the stickers. It's a little funky looking, but it is Splinter Cell Double Agent, which you can play backwards compat on your Series S and X. And that's cool. I have it for the GameCube. I played it a little bit. It's pretty good. Graphics are pretty decent. And it is complete. And it also has 2 discs, not 1, 2. So I guess the game was that big, you know what I mean? If I remember correctly, I haven't played it in a long time because I like to try out all my games. But that is Splinter Cell Double Agent, man. 75 cents from a dude. I can't remember his name. He was a really, really cool dude. I think he was getting out of like console gaming. I think he was moving towards PC. He had a ton of games, and he just wanted to, sell them off. You know what I mean? I guess maybe he didn't think it was going to be worth much. Guys, I don't know. This is another one I found at a thrift store for about, I think it was $2 or $3. This is another game that people want to come back. It was on the GameCube, the PlayStation, and the Xbox. And this is Jam Vendetta. I've showed you guys this in a video before by EA. Def Jam Vendetta for the GameCube, which is very awesome. It is becoming rare because it's on the GameCube, but I found this for a whopping $3. I did play this game, and it is really good. The graphics are pretty cool. You know what I mean? And it does what it does for the GameCube, and it was complete. So that is Def Jam Vendetta, guys, for the GameCube. Now, this one here is actually very expensive. I found this game. I found this game a long time ago, man, at a thrift store. I didn't know much about the game. It was $5. It is complete, but it's very expensive right now. It's one of the most expensive GameCube games today. And if you want it complete in its case, it's gonna cost you some money. And that game here is, and everybody loved this game. It's very creepy, very eerie, and it is called Eternal Darkness. So I found this a long time ago, for $5, man. And I'm happy to own this in my collection because after a while I started researching it, and it's a very sought after GameCube game, and it's very eerie. It's very creepy. A lot of people talk about this game a lot. If you go look it up on YouTube, one of their favorite scary games is Eternal Darkness, and I'm so lucky to have it for that price, and to actually have it in its entirety. Which is really awesome in the original case. That's what it looks like inside. But that is Eternal Darkness, guys. A really good game on the GameCube, man. If you go collect for that, you find it. Hopefully, you can find it at a decent price. But it's one of the higher echelon games that are out there for the GameCube. Another one that people don't really talk about or even knew about that was on the GameCube is this one is called Bloody Roar Primal Fury. This is another one, a good fighting game that came out on the original Xbox. I believe I own a couple of those on the original Xbox. Very good game, very good fighting game. Very different styles of like with the costumes. You can change into the animals in the game. Really good like mechanics, and combos with this game. Bloody Roar was one of my favorite games, guys. Favorite games that was on the original Xbox. But you notice something about this? Now that Xbox acquired Activision Blizzard, what does that say down the bottom? Activision. So, Bloody Roar could actually be reborn and come back out on the Xbox and be exclusive, which is a really good fighting game. I believe Hebot likes this game. And I'm also hearing that when they require Activision and Blizzard, the old school games, Activision might actually be able to make the rest of the games that were for OG Xbox and 360 be back compat. So we might just get more back compat games from Activision, which would really, really be cool because they're going to be owned by Microsoft now. It's a win-win. So you never know. We might see Bloody Roar again. It is complete with the game and book. Very awesome. You know what I mean? Very, very good game. The next one we have here is another one that's not really up in price. It is a little bit up in price. It's another scary game. A lot of people have talked about this game and have loved this game too. It's a scary sci-fi type game. And this one is called Geist. This is called Geist. This is for the GameCube. Kind of like a sci-fi Resident Evil almost or something. You know what I mean? Geist. Great game, which is really, really cool. Now, is this one complete? No, this is another one that don't have the book for. But it has the case in the artwork. Now, even if you were to go get this in a used store, they're going to probably charge you about 40, 50 bucks maybe. Maybe 30, 35. Because at least you're getting the case and stuff with the artwork. Now if you had the book, it might be a little more, $40 or something like that. But Geist, really good game, guys. Recommend it if you like these type of games. Now the next one here is, I looked this up. This has went up in price. It's worth some money. This is called Star Fox Adventures. I found this at St. Vincent's de Paul for $5. Okay, this is worth way more than $5. You know what I mean? It's in its original case. Very beautiful. Doesn't even look like it was played with the artwork and everything. So this is an awesome, awesome game. Very glad to own it in my GameCube collection, guys. Star Fox, He's another one that's one of the big mascots too. Back in the the N64 days, and I think in the Super Nintendo. I think there was one out for the Super Nintendo, but it is Star Fox on the GameCube, and it is a very enjoyable game. Highly recommend this game. We're almost done. Now this one here, I found at I think this was at the flea market. A kid was selling this. It is another Zelda game. It is The Legend of Zelda Four Swords Adventure. I believe this is up in price. This is not complete, but it is The Legend of Zelda Four Swords Adventure. This I believe this is up in price. So this is another Zelda. The kid was selling it for $3. You know what I mean? And a little kid. So I said I gave him $5. You know what I mean? I gave him $5 for it. He was real young. You know what I mean? He told me $3. It was kind of cute. I'm like, here, man, here's $5. I gave him $5. You know what I mean? Now it's just a case in the game. Just a case in the game. Doesn't have nothing else in it, but it's worth a little chunk of change today. You know what I'm saying? It's probably up there in the like $40, $50 range. I'm not sure. Zelda's very collectible for any Nintendo system. So this is another Zelda game that's on the GameCube that I picked up from a little gaming bro, from the flea market. Now this one here, is this in the original case? I don't think this one is. This is Time Splinters 2, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. Got this at a thrift store. Also, I think it might have been Goodwill. Now it says $18 on it. It wasn't $18. I got it for about, I think it was like $5. I think it was five or $7 or something. I can't remember, but I was like, what the hell? It's a GameCube game. So this is it here, Time Splinters 2 for GameCube. But when you look inside, it doesn't just, it doesn't have the book, but that's what it looks like. You see, doesn't look right. You know what I mean? You still have the game and everything, but like I said, if you find some old school GameCube cases somewhere, that maybe sometimes you can find them in these thrift stores and they don't have the game in it. They just put them on a shelf in price and they don't look. So I did that a couple times. I went to a couple thrift stores and I said, "Hey, the games are not in these cases. Can I actually buy the cases off you? I can use them for my other games at home." And the girl, she knows me. She said, "No, you can just have them. You can have it." So I got them for free. So what I would do is I would either get the game off of Lukey Games and make it complete, or I would just use the case for games that I'm collecting you know, for the GameCube. But yeah, that's what it looks like, guys. That's what it looks like. So that's Time Splinters 2. Next one we got here, it's actually kind of like a Space Invaders game. It's called Space Raiders, but it kind of reminds you of like it's like Space Invaders, but you're fighting on ground. Your guy has a gun, kind of like a Resident Evil meets Space Invaders, if you can kind of dig what I'm saying. This is the cover right here. This was only a few dollars too, about $7-8. Today it's probably around the $25-30 range. When I picked it up, it was that price. It is complete, which is awesome, and it's also a really good game. It's actually a really good game to play. So that is Space Raiders, guys, for the GameCube. Space Raiders. Now, the next one we have here, they're actually bringing out a new game on a Series S and X. Pac-Man World. This is Pac-Man Fever. Pac-Man Fever for the GameCube. I seen this game for $40 on eBay. I don't know why. Maybe it's like, their answer to Mario Party. Namco made Pac-Man Fever. It kind of reminds you of that. This one is complete in the case. Whoever owned this, that's his name. Noah, whatever. Yeah, but whoever, he put his name in there. But this is it here, complete, which is Pac-Man Fever. I've tried this with my kids. We really enjoyed the game. Another one to own here, which is really, really good. 7 great hits to own for your GameCube. It's another Sonic's collection, which is called Sonic's Mega Collection, which has all kind of games from the Sega Genesis Sonic, from Sonic 2, 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckle, Sonic 3D Blast, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Machine, and Sonic Pinball. So they're all on this that you can play on the GameCube. This is another one that was really good. Actually, my mother had a GameCube, and she didn't want it anymore, and she bought a few games she thought she would like, so she gave it to me. So this is from my mom, and it is complete. I was like, all right, mom, if you don't want it anymore, I'll take it. She started getting into her computer games. On her computer, her little games she played on there. But she gave me her old GameCube back in the day, and gave me the Sonic Mega Collection with it. So yeah, that's from my mother, and that's actually up in price also, and it's complete, which is pretty awesome. Found this game for $2 with the late Kobe Bryant on there. You know what I mean? This is NBA Courtside 2002 with Kobe Bryant on it. May he rest in power. But this is it here. I did try it out. It's a really cool basketball game with our brother Kobe Bryant on it. It is complete. Found it for a very good price. In my opinion, it's very collectible because of the late Kobe Bryant, which was a great, great basketball player from the LA Lakers, man. You know what I mean? And he'll be missed. But that is Kobe Bryant, guys, courtside for the GameCube. Almost done, guys. Almost done. We got a few more games. Now here's another one I found at the same thrift store, okay? At the same thrift store with the other one. This is Star Fox Assault. Fox Assault. It was the same price as the other one. And this is also went up in value. It is complete in its entirety. Has the book and everything in here. But that is Star Fox Assault. Check out that great artwork right there. Great artwork. Now I don't know what's going on with Nintendo of today, but this is in my opinion, their very last system that was really good. You know what I mean? And Star Fox Assault, there you go, the artwork right there for the GameCube, guys. This is about 50, 60 bucks. Some places try to really gouge you. I've seen it for about $100, and they just try to, you know what I mean, gouge you sometimes with some of these Nintendo games. They're infamous for being expensive. Now this game here, and I agree, this game actually came out on the PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 2, hands down, wasn't the better version of this game. This game still holds up to the day, and to today, and I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Yes, it is, and I need to put it in a better case. I don't like the stickers on it, but I found this game at a flea market for about $5. A guy was selling it for. It is Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 for the GameCube is a masterpiece for the GameCube. It shows the power of the GameCube, and it still holds up today. This is a beautiful game for the GameCube. Now, you can get Resident Evil 4 on your Series S and X because I own it on there too. But on the GameCube, my God, it beats the PlayStation 2's version hands down. I've seen a lot of videos where they preferred the one on GameCube, Resident Evil 4. And yes, Resident Evil 4 is 2 disc, and it's in its entirety with the book and the games. Very, very good game. It's definitely a game to go back to play on your GameCube if you feel that nostalgia that day to play your GameCube, guys. Now the next one we have here is it is the Sonic. I think my mother gave me this too. It is Sonic Adventures 2 Battle. Sonic Adventures 2 Battle for the GameCube. My mother gave me this one too, I believe. And no, that's not complete because I think she found this at the exchange. You know what I mean? And it wasn't complete, but it has the game in it and everything. It doesn't matter. It was from my mom. You know what I mean? Now these are up in price, so it might, no, $25, $30 probably. Maybe, you know what I mean, roughly. It could be higher than that. I don't know. But that is that is the Sonic Adventures 2 for the GameCube, guys. Now this one everybody and their mother loves. Swear up and down this is the best game ever. And in some people's opinion, it is. This is Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. This game is expensive. This game is about $80, $85. I looked it up on some sites. Some sites you might be able to find it cheaper. Some sites it's even more, 100 and something dollars. But it is, Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. And it is in its entirety with the book and the game. So that is a great game to still play today. Every once in a while I pop that in and play it. My son loved this game. You know what I mean? He played it so much. when he was younger. He loved this game. We also played it with him on the Wii, the GameCube, the 64. He just loved the Super Smash Brothers. He was very good at it also. Now this game here, you guys are gonna remember this, okay? This was a buck at a dollar something at GameStop. I don't have the original case. This is NFL Blitz 2003. All right, and if you remember these janky looking, dusty artwork covers they had for GameStop, but that's it right there. You guys remember that? Look at that. You guys remember that janky, dusty artwork? You know what I mean? Because they made covers for it. They wanted to make a cover for it, and on the back, trade in 10% off used games. When they were real big out there. You know what I mean? But now they're bellying up, because of their anti-consumerism when it comes to games and these companies, and we all know about that. Hint, hint. But yeah, that is NFL Blitz for the GameCube. And look, it's in a funky case and everything, but I got it for a dollar something. So what the hell? If I find a case with no game in it, then I can complete it. So that is NFL Blitz 2003. And some of these Blitz games right now, believe it or not, they're very expensive. They're in the $100 range. I don't know which ones they are for GameCube because there was a few, but they're up there in price. Now this another one here is really good racing game, which is really good. You can probably find this fairly cheap. It is F-Zero GX. I think it's around, I don't know. It depends. I think it might be around $20, $30. You know what I mean? It all depends where you get it from. You know what I mean? If you just get the disc, it could be a lot cheaper. But this is definitely complete. This was a fun racing game, for the GameCube. And it's really awesome. It has a lot of characters in this, man. It is F-Zero GX, man, for the GameCube. Yeah, I mean, let's see what do we got here next. Now this one is called Pro Rally. I've seen this for about $50. This is a rare racing game, off-road racing game for the GameCube. I believe I got this for about $2 or $3 at I think it was the Goodwill. I think it was the Goodwill. It might have been the Goodwill. This is by Ubisoft. This is called Pro Rally. So I found that for a good $2, and it is complete inside there, which is awesome. You know what I mean? You got to remember, Sega Man's been collecting this stuff for a long time. As soon as it went out, like maybe a year or so later, some of those games were so cheap, except for the big ones like Mario, guys. You know, you'll find them for around their prices or maybe a little more, but a lot of these games have actually went up today. Now, this is one of the ones I found at the thrift store. The one I told you about with the other ones that were around $5. This is Mario Golf Tour Toadstool Tour. Another great Mario Golf game. Very cheap. You know what I mean? The lady was nice there. She prices the stuff. She was older lady. I don't think she really cared. You know what I mean? It's a thrift store, so she's not going to overprice them or anything. But it is complete in there. I got that for a whopping $5. It is player's choice. That is Mario Toadstool Tour. It's kind of hard to say, but I got that one there. Another one here. We're getting down to the nitty gritty, guys. This is Pac-Man World Rally. Good racing game like Mario Kart. A lot of these companies followed after. Crash Bandicoot, Sonic, Pac-Man. I don't know if Spyro the Dragon has one. I'm not sure. But they wanted to capitalize on it. So this is Pac-Man World Rally. And it's actually pretty good. It's not a bad game. It is complete. I found this at the Goodwill for about $5 a long time ago. It's a good, decent price. Worth paying for it in its entirety. And that is awesome, man. That is Pac-Man World Rally. Now, the best version of this is on the Dreamcast, but they bought it out for the GameCube. I found this for about, I think it was around $5 also at the St. Vincent's de Paul that I go to. And it is Crazy Taxi on the GameCube. I can't remember if it had the licensing stuff in it. I know the Dreamcast definitely did. But I don't know if this did. It might have been taken out at the time, but that is Crazy Taxi, guys. Complete for the GameCube. which is really awesome to own another Sega title in its entirety for the GameCube. Two more after this, guys. This is called, I can't pronounce it, X Gora and Extreme G Racing, if I'm saying it right, by Acclaim. This was about $3. I believe I got it at the Goodwill. This was around $3, or it might have been the Salvation Army. I can't remember, guys. But it's a pretty decent racing game, about $3. It is complete, I believe. Yes, it is. You know, pick that up for $3. So that's not bad. That's not bad. It's by Acclaim. It's not bad. It's not a bad racing game. The next one here is actually by Sega. I found this for $2, guys. I found this for $2 at a thrift store. I can't remember the other thrift store I go to because this is where I got it from because I actually worked there for a while. But I can't think of the name of it right now because they closed it down. The guy wouldn't fix the store. He wouldn't fix the parking lot, so he closed it down. But now it's gone. I used to actually work there part time when I worked somewhere else back then. But it was very cheap. It is Beach Strike Virtual Beach Volleyball by Sega. I've seen this game for fucking 50 something dollars. I don't know if it's becoming rare. You know what I mean? I've seen another guy post on eBay for like $95. You know, I'm like $95. God damn. But it's by Sega and AM2, and that is pretty good. I actually tried it out. It is complete in its case, but it is a beach volleyball game, kind of like the Dead or Alive beach volleyball game, and it is by Sega, which is really awesome. So I had to pick it up and add it to the collection. Now, the very last one, guys, I have here, I got this for about $3 too. It is Drome Racers. Drome Racers for the GameCube. It's not bad. It's a pretty decent game. You know, they had some decent racing games on there. And I believe this was St. Vincent's de Paul also. I know the people up there, and that is complete. You know what I mean? Sometimes they'll put stuff aside for me. You know what I mean? But that is complete in there. And that is Drome Racers, guys, for the GameCube. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video going back down memory lane for the GameCube. The GameCube was a very good system, very enjoyable system. It also had 4 ports, where 4 people can play at one time. You couldn't do that with the PlayStation 2. You had to hook up something to do it with. Because if you think about it, what else had 4 ports? The Sega Dreamcast, right? Sega Dreamcast had the the 4 ports on it, I believe, right? I think I'm right. It had the 4 ports on it, and so did uh, the GameCube, which was pretty awesome. You know, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Going back down memory lane, like talking about these GameCube games. Yes, it's been a little long, but if you're into collecting, guys, and you really enjoy the content that I do on my channel, when I review something, it's going to be a little long. You know what I mean? Because it would have been longer if I could go into more detail with you, but I didn't want to make it super long today. So I want to thank you guys for supporting my channel. I really do. And you know, please support Hebot. He's almost up to 1K subscribers. He just did a great video on a Todd McFarlane toy. He just you know, just put out there, which was pretty awesome. I think I forgot the name of the toy he put out, but it was really cool. I was watching it. You know, the statue, you know, the figure that he put out, which was really awesome. So please support him, guys. And thank you for supporting us on the Xbox Alpha podcast, my other podcast with my brother E-Rock, the Exile Unlimited with the Unlimited Productions with the Unlimited Truth, and of course our near and dear brother Tuck. With the Lions Den, and we got next with Heatbot. He's going to be having one coming up here. He wants to do one, so hopefully I can be part of that podcast. And big shouts out to my brother from Intramedia Gaming, which is 100 and flip the script, flip money, man. I patent that. That's my boy, man. That's my homie. Flip the script, flip money, man. That's how I identify him. He's really cool. Him and the whole gang over there on Day One Podcast, man. Go check him out, man. Real Xbox brothers, real Xbox gamers, man. So if you want to subscribe, I really appreciate it, man. From the bottom of my heart, that's awesome. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you want to give me a thumbs up, I appreciate it. Please share and like the video. You know what I mean? Please, but like I said, you don't have to. It just comes with the territory, sometimes. So, but if you just enjoy coming and watching my content and wanting to see what Sega Man owns in his GameCube collection, I still appreciate you. All right. And if you have a gaming channel and it has content on there, I will subscribe back to you with no problem. Right. So you guys take care. It's Monday. Have a good week. Time to go back to work, guys. Take care. Peace and love. Xbox for life. Uh, remember, we're eating good over here. We're eating real good over here, guys. So enjoy your week, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace out, guys.